This was going to be a happy news video, at least that was my plan. I recorded this video a long time ago and I decided to publish it now to bring you some positive content. A video about failure being positive, you may ask? Well, yeah, let me explain. I went to try to pass the driving exam again at the age of 37, turning 38 soon. I still cannot drive, but I tried again. Failed again. I have these not very nice feelings about myself and about my skills, about my abilities. Failure. I'm gonna try to put it into words, but I'm still processing. I think I'm past 50 plus driving lessons throughout the year. So I'm not the best of learners, as you can tell, but I really thought I had it this time. Because the last many lessons I was comfortable, feeling confident, enjoying driving, and even the lesson yesterday, I was doing well and it was at night. So I was like, oh, if I can do it at night, for sure by day it will be easier. But as soon as the examiner sat in the car, or even before that, if I felt like I got so nervous again just from the exam situation. So even though my driving skills have improved since the last time I failed, which is on my YouTube channel too, documented of course, I didn't manage to calm my nerves. I think this is something I really need to work on, not just for the driving exam, but in general. I'm so anxious, and without realizing how anxious I am, and I have spent most of my life not being very much in sync with my emotions or understanding what I'm feeling, just being in denial and just powering through everything, pretending I'm a machine that can do anything and everything whenever I need to. But in reality, I am really anxious a lot of times. And in chess, I managed to overcome that somehow, because I guess I managed to compete successfully. Maybe I should try to tap into that and try to see what I did there that was right, how I calm myself during a chess game, because in life, I don't do it. I definitely want to do better with things like breathing exercises because I know how useful they are. But then in the moment when I'm nervous, I don't do shit. I just sit there and I'm nervous instead of like trying to remember the breathing exercises or finding ways. Like I think I need tools and techniques that can help me in those moments, because once I made the first mistake at the driving exam, I was like a fraction of myself in terms of confidence and ability. And that cannot happen. It's normal. One sec. It's a really cool workout group, but their music will get me demonetized instantly or muted. So, back at it. This is really pretty here, by the way. This is not where I live, but I picked the driving school next to the beach, because why not? So that I can stare at the sea every time I come to the driving school. That's probably not how you should pick a driving school in hindsight, but it's pretty, right? It's really pretty. Yeah, I think it would be beneficial for me as a life skill, not just for the driving exam, but just as an overall life skill, to get better at managing my emotions in the moment. Because the driving exam was an hour and a half ago, and I'm still processing what happened. Like, I don't even fully know what I did wrong. I know some of the mistakes, but I don't even understand all of them. Like, I'm so overwhelmed by this feeling of the nerves, the failure, the disappointment on the face of my teacher. Like when I made the first mistake, and that mistake, I realized I made a mistake and I said sorry. No, it doesn't help for the exam that you say sorry, but I said sorry, and I see the, the, the face of my teacher, like as if her soul left the car. I don't know. I felt like I tried to compose myself after that, but it still didn't work. And I really shouldn't be impacted that much. Oh. Sorry, there's a lot of workout groups here with awesome music, but I need to stop the video each time. I have no idea where my thoughts were. It's very chaotic and messy in my head right now anyway, so probably it doesn't matter. I'm just rambling. But I wanted to record this. I wanted this to be a very raw reaction, an aftermath of something that's not a pleasant experience. I think it happens to anyone and everyone in all areas of life. And I feel like it's a useful life skill, and this I'm saying to myself too, to learn to deal better with failure and to learn to take them as something that's a natural part of life and something that we can learn from and grow from. So that's what I'm trying to do, even though I'm still so affected by this feeling of failure, but I'm trying to turn it into something that I can grow from, see what I can improve. And definitely I need to improve on dealing with my nerves, my emotions, calming myself down more in general, in life too. Oh, my teacher, it's so nice. She called me and told me it's all right, and she explained to me what happened so that I understand, because this feeling of not even knowing what exactly went wrong. Like, I knew two of the mistakes, but I don't know what happened with the rest of the situations, and it just helps to understand, to learn from the mistakes, right? Because you gotta learn from the mistakes, not just commit them. So now at least I know what I can learn from, and that gives me some more peace. That there's a lesson in this. One, I need to definitely deal better with my emotions. Like, that's for a life skill. I need that ASAP. I need that ASAP, and I do read and learn about mindfulness. I do read and practice yoga and breathing techniques sometimes, but not regularly, not as a frequent thing. So I really need to make it my thing, that I am able to handle better my own emotions. And second, also to learn from the actual driving mistakes I made. But I really think that if I had been calmer, I wouldn't have made those mistakes, because the first mistake I made, just so that I can tell you an actual driving example too, I knew I'm making a mistake, because I know it, but I still was doing it because I was so nervous. I had to keep going straight. There's several lanes going in the same direction, and if you're not instructed to turn one way or the other, you need to keep going straight. But I moved the car to the right lane because that's what we are taught in Spain, that you should try to stick to the right lane whenever you can, even in the city, even if there's more lanes going in the same direction, but try to be in the far right lane. So I moved there, and then I realized that that lane was exclusively to turn right. So I started panicking that, goodness me, I'm supposed to be going straight, but I went into a lane from which I need to turn right. So there, what do? Panic, nerves. I end up going back into the left lane, even though I was already in the lane that was supposed to turn right. So like, I should not have, and I knew it, but in my head I had to like find a way to go back to continuing straight, when in reality it's not a big mistake to go into a lane and then follow the rules of that lane. So if I had turned right there, nothing would have happened in reality, but in my head I had to like somehow make it back to where I'm supposed to be, and that's a much bigger mistake. So it's like these situations where I know I'm doing the wrong thing. I knew it, but I still did it under the nerves and under this situation. So it's like, I think that's what makes me really frustrated, that I didn't deal well with my emotions, and that made me make mistakes that I know they are mistakes. Like, I know that one was the biggest one, and the rest I think were smaller mistakes. But then it just ended by piling up on this, starting off with this amazing mess I created with that right lane and then turning back into the middle one, even though I could no longer change lanes. On the bright side, my teacher said that I should be able to try again in a few weeks' time, and she thinks I can go. She doesn't think I need more lessons. She thinks I have the skills and I have the knowledge, I have the ability, but I need to deal better with my emotions. This has been really helpful to me that I can share this experience with you. I hope you enjoyed the beach view as well. I'm sorry, this camera is so close to my face. I don't even have a selfie stick or anything. This is selfie arm mode. This is my exam look, by the way. Maybe I overdressed, but I really thought that if I show up in something that gives me confidence, but I'm still elegant, then it's gonna help. And maybe it did. So I guess maybe outfit-wise I was fine. Because you need to wear something that's comfy, but also like that you feel good in it. I was listening to music heading into the lesson. Here's some footage of that too. So there's some things, I guess, a bunch of things I did right. I should also remember that it's not all bad. I did a lot of things good. Let's try to phrase it that way so I'm kinder to myself. I did a lot of things right. And now I'm doing something right again because I'm learning from my mistakes. And I'm gonna get better, not just at passing the driving exam, but I'm gonna get better at life skills. Because who wouldn't want to be calmer, more at peace, and be better at regulating their emotions and feelings? I do want to be better. Thank you for listening to my rambling, and I see you in the next video. Let me know in the comments about your experiences too, and any tips for regulating your emotions, being calmer, more at peace, less nervous. Much love. This is a heart. Or a potato, half, because I don't have another arm.